Grenfell Shaw is a 28-year-old cyclist who has embarked on a 30,000-kilometer journey from Bristol to Beijing. He is a can liver, a term coined by him that defines a person living with cancer.
Cancer is curable. It's curable now.
I'm hoping this trip will do is provide a source of hope and inspiration to people with cancer, to show that cancer doesn't mean that you're going to die necessarily. It isn't a death sentence. It doesn't mean you just need to lie in bed and wait till you're dead. Because like when I was diagnosed with cancer, I wanted to see someone with stage 4 cancer who had gone on to live, and I couldn't find that anywhere on Google, and had done like exciting stuff. And so now I'm hoping that this trip and what I'm doing will be that point of hope and inspiration for other people, and mean that the word cancer isn't as scary as it might be. And what I hope to show is that you can live your dreams with cancer. You still can do things to help yourself, and that no matter the situation you find yourself in, you're still going to have a choice about how you respond to it. And so for me, I didn't think I was going to live. I thought I was going to die with cancer. But I decided I was going to do everything I could to try and maximize my chances of living, and to me that's the only way you can live life. To put your best foot forwards, and you say there's a bit that I can control, I'm gonna do everything I can there, and there's a bit that it's in God's hands, it's in the hands of fate, but I'm gonna do my best job.
So you believe in God?
I actually don't. I'm agnostic, but some people do. Some people find that as very important and see that as a big part of their life, and I think if that works, then that's brilliant. I believe in the power of human beings to effect positive change in the world.
As he journeys across 30 countries, Luke wants to send out the message that every can liver can have a rich and fulfilled life.
Traveling during the pandemic has made things a lot more complicated, because there have been so many border closures. We've had to get special permission to enter 10 different countries, and it's also making it very difficult for us to get into China because of the pandemic. So it has been a big challenge. From a health perspective, I wasn't that worried. I realised that there's there are risks in life. You can be 24 years old and in the peak of your health, and bad things can happen. So for me, worrying about getting COVID, I wasn't that worried. I was more focused on I want to live a life rich in experiences, and that always comes with risks. So for me, my perception of risk was a little bit different, and I thought this is my one opportunity. I want to travel across the world, and it's been a completely unique time to do it, because you've seen how lots of countries respond in different ways, but one of the most clear things is that across the world people still want human connection, and that hasn't changed. And actually, in so many countries I've been to, people just want to hug you. People just still want to have that physical contact. And I think in some parts of the world, particularly the UK, I think people's horizons have really shrunk, and I'm hoping that this will be some kind of way that it's a reminder that people are really open and they're friendly all around the world, so you don't need to be scared of the outside.
old are you? 27 now, right?
28, just turned 28.
So, as you traveled, like, how many countries now you have covered of the 30?
29.
29.
Yeah.
Okay, so only China is remaining.
I'm sorry?
Only China is remaining.
Only China's remaining, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from here, what will be your like? Where are you going?
So we're basically going to be heading east along through Assam.
Okay.
Basically as close to the border with China as we can get.
Okay.
And then the plan will be to take a flight into China,
Okay.
get as close as possible to the border again, and then continue to Beijing.
Okay. Okay. So you'll be accompanying.
I'll accompany Luke all the way up to the Chinese border, and then I'll return to the UK. Yeah.
So, so far, like, you have been accompanied by how many travelers?
In total, I've had 300 people join me on the bike so far. And that's been everything from over 1,000 kilometers to 1 kilometer. So people have joined for all sorts of different distances.
Whether they are candidates or whether they are.
Yeah, whether they're can livers or not. Yeah, I had about 20 can livers so far join me. So
One of Luke's Insta stories, and that was great. So she's the, I think she's one of the patrons of Teenage Cancer Trust. And that was amazing to have the support of the royal family, and that also helps with gaining followers and things like that. So we've had some fantastic support from relatively famous people. So that's been.
I think you guys have to share your Insta link and Facebook link.
Yeah.
definitely we will. Yeah, and any promotion you can do of the social media followings, that would be amazing.
We are on the social media platform, so yes, if you just share it, then we can tag the stories.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, and any kind of call to action to say, follow, subscribe, that would be awesome. Yeah. This is a special bike because it's for 2 people, and I've shared this journey with 300 people across Eurasia already, including Tom right now. Now this bike, with the bags and everything, it weighs about 60 kilograms. This bike weighs about 60 kilograms, and with 2 people, we've got about 200 kilograms altogether. So we're trying to push a baby elephant across Eurasia.
So you exchange the driving seat? Exchange the seat?
Yeah, I invite lots of different people to join me on the back. So 300 different people have joined me on the back of this bike.
So how much it costs?
It was a gift, I don't really know. It's very old now.
So the message is there, Bristol to.
Exactly. Follow on Instagram, follow on Facebook, and that's our website, bristol2beijing.org.
Luke left Shillong for Guwahati on April 5. He is on his way to Beijing. India was the 29th country he visited, and so far he had 300 companions pedaling along with him on his improvised 3-wheeler. Among them was Dev, a 17-year-old boy who was diagnosed with cancer at the age of 2. Dev travelled with Luke from Chandigarh to Varanasi, traversing about 1,000 kilometers. He is a real inspiration, the young cyclist from Bristol told Meghalaya Monitor in Shillong.